Hello everyone, welcome to a game between Alakhami and Tinydragon. We are on Ruins of Eldak, and the first turn was Mixed Matriarch from Alakhami, who's playing SL, and these days Tinydragon playing a little bit of everything, but at the moment going with KF. And it could be a tree deck. Tree or plant, so should be very interesting. So, not really the best reveal from Alakhami, at least considering that he couldn't deploy anything. So, yeah, he'll be sacrificing his banner. Hopefully he can get something out this turn. And the Dryad is a very powerful one, because you have the Surge Plant. Devotee is interesting, so really meant to be staying back. Then you have Charm, and then you can of course take Root. So, 2 to 5 range that will just get stronger the more units you have out. Probably an equip on her as well. And also you'll be having multi-attack. Okay, so we have... Very interesting. We have a lay mix, and then... Yeah. Of course, gonna be giving the +1 speed here, creep and crawl. So, and this just requires Astropod, so it doesn't require the creep and crawl ability specific. So, yeah, we are seeing Mix and Sand in a union. I've seen this deck from Alakhami before. He's using the Mixed Brute Lord to really good extent if he gets it up and running. This Demonic Sandclaw is also very strong because, yes, it is speed 5 normally, but it has mobility and speed 1. And the idea is, once you get it in and get the seals off, then it just goes to town. Now, let's see if he actually goes with the any training. Piercing shot rank 3 and desert camouflage, interesting. And 7 speed here, that's not bad. You know, this is something that would be very good to have the strike on, because you do a piercing attack at 18 damage, and you have precision, so it cannot miss, and it ignores effects, so that's 18 damage flat that just goes through. The Galesinger. Virtually you don't see any KF or Fogler Swamp deck without this, because yeah, it's just too good to miss out on. It offers so much to the table. And many people are advocating that it really needs to be handled soon. So. And here we have the Border Guard, an all-wood Border Guard, which is very good actually, because it has empowered defense. And due to KF, it gets the magic 7 speed, which is so good for it. Like, you can do a seismic leap, and you can then do a tremor, so, which is really good. And you can also take root on this, so yeah, very interesting. And for the moment it seems this is his big problem. Doomwalker's Mantle, okay, we get evasive. That could hopefully help. Friendly. Oh, Tireless Harvester. This is really cool. This is actually a really good champion. Fairy Dust for Wandering can technically stop a unit. Nora Miner for Nora, that's pretty good, like considering the cost and everything. You have Flying, which for some maps are just so good. Sentry, and of course then Harvest. And the HP you can always regain through numerous ways. Yeah, there we go. We get a seismic leap over. Will he do it just, you know, to be really sure? Do a tremor? He can actually go... Okay. So he decided to go for that. But now, this little matriarch, she can... Oh, he has a locust out. And okay, Gale getting closer. Greenhouse as well. So plus 3 damage. Wow, that's just... And yeah, Alakhami just basically said, okay, enough with this bullshit. Like, also, like, Gale 5 range, battle him, etc. And, you know, actually respectable damage. So, yeah. Gets a kill, he deploys the greenhouse, really, really good. He gets a Thorn Collection and he will get Nora back for that. And he just generated more here. So, that was 3 plants. Let's see what... And wandering, so it can't even move anywhere. So let's see what he does. This is also where it's good. Like, look at this. You have camaraderie and you have logistics, which then grants healed champion. You could technically take root, be in range of a greenhouse, and then with take root you would be up to 12 damage, and then also including a banner 13, not to mention other ways. He really wants to make sure he gets this dryad. There we go, he gets the kill, he gets the globe. She goes over there. So, and we get a coordinate out with drive and able to lay another one. Relocate ally even, okay. Interesting. Autophobia. At the beginning of its turn, this champion has -4 speed for 1 turn, unless at least one friendly champion sharing a race came into play from the rune dock. So, kind of like saying you have to keep deploying. $20 Nora for this, not bad. Considering you can get boost to the plants, you can get the banner out, like... This unit can actually get pretty good HP. Not, perhaps not good, but respectable. Overgrowth, okay. So he takes over the banner. If memory serves, that is what Overgrowth does. Just pulls back. And yeah, even has mobility. So vegetation. 3 young saplings are spawned. 5 turns. It has Immobile and Pariah. And when that effect ends, 3 young saplings will be spawned. So. And we get the Sporgill out, that's pretty nice. Multi-attack. Yeah, he'll definitely do a drive. And look at this, like 15 damage, 7 speed, range 1 to 2, can even take root, get up to range 1 to 3. And gain then 17 damage even. And range 1 to 3. Like, yes, you would lose the +3 defense, but you would gain +2. So you would go down to +4. Like, this is so strong. And that's just a fact. It is so strong. Oh, he wants to calculate a kill. Sandstorm, okay. Okay, he gets that and then he moves away. So, and of course we get another one out, so yeah. Just keep getting these young mixed drones out, and... Now this did help, but we wouldn't be surprised if we saw cleanse somehow. Whatever the case happens, like... Yeah, he went with the Galesinger, like... This one, want to keep it back. Also, this is so good, like light as a feather. Flight and mobility. Pretty good. He does the tremor, and now he can even do an attack. Look at this damage. Like, if this gets any attacks off, that's a whole bunch. Will he really give up a kill like this? You know, if he had... Oh, he actually cast Overgrowth on himself. Now he has down to some lower speed, because he hasn't deployed. He will get Sandveil now. Now the only question is, what can he do here? He needs something to contest with. We get the Sand Spitter out with Sirocco, that's so good for him. And Empowered Range, so yeah, he definitely wants to try to keep this alive. Improved speed is so good. Like, everything here, they just get so much better. Will he go for... Will he go down here, just to keep it occupied? Could potentially do it. Oh, imagine if he had Strike now. And of course this is what it all comes down to. Like, they hatch turns faster to a minimum of 2 turns. So yeah, these ones, like, also due to the fact that they do have the speed, is just so good. Will he do a drive? Okay, so it's actually a pretty interesting move and not a bad one, because he decides to say, you know what? We don't want this Demonic Sandclaw to actually die. We need it to get something up and running. So instead, this one has almost full HP. And this guy can't... He can just get there, but he can't get an attack off. He needs something. This one will soak some pressure here. So, yeah. If he manages... Oh, don't tell me he can leap over here already again. Another Thorn Collection. He actually could. This is also why these two abilities are so good. Seismic Leap, Tremor, good damage, you do slow, you do lumbering. It's just overall good. Seismic leap even, yeah, it's just so good. And the fact that you can even get some attack chains off. So, this demonic sandclaw hasn't done much. Would be one way of going with it, but you could also go with the fact that it soaked a lot of pressure. The only sad thing is that it really wants to get its own damage off, and that is what it has been unable to do. Imagine a tornado right here. And here they came. And he gets a kill. I don't understand why these saplings have loyalty. Like, it's the same with the skeletons. They're so good for what they did. Like, overgrowth, yeah, okay, sure, I'll just wait. You have Sunder, vulnerability fire, okay, that can kill them rather quickly sometimes, but this is just so good. Now, he does have a sand spray up here, so he can hit these. He is spacing for a spell. And we see a magnetize. Very, very good. Moves his own units out of the way so they don't get hit by that. Now if he... There we go. That's one. Moves over there so he can still be relatively safe. And then a sand spray should get the kill. Yeah, there we go. Because sand spray do not hit own units. He can relocate ally. Get 2 globes. Perfect. The fact that it actually gets so far back. And look at this. Just standing. Great. Making sure we have speed here as well. Going for the Nullwood Willowwind. So he actually keeps up the pressure here. Because yes, now he does have heal and everything, and this would be very good to get out. Because this is basically a support. This is almost dead, needs to be healed in order to come back. This really don't want to run in. So yeah. Arrowsinger, Horn of Kathir. Okay, pretty interesting that you can actually have access to that. I thought it was only for Fjorn the Warcaller. Archer Bale. Okay, pretty interesting. Illuminate. Summon is so good. Poison Sting. Oh, Firestorm would be so perfect right here. Now let's see if Alakhami wants to push on, or if we're gonna go with a Sirocco. Mixed Adamant, okay. Defender. Pretty good. Calcify. Take acid damage and stun. Nice, very nice. He will be using his coordinator for the contesting. Just making sure everyone is within range. Getting AP used in case there would be something that is causing damage due to AP, so might as well spend those 2 AP he didn't need. Another magnetize would be really great here, but I would assume you only run one. Avenging Angel, please tell... It is... Oh no, it's not. Why not the limited edition? And decides to go with the turtle. Pretty good, that way he can contest. Going in here with his tank. Let's see if Tiny can get a kill here. Now, Illuminate can work really well if you can get it in, especially if you were able to get, like, let's say a double tap off. Divine Favor, Heal Champion. I do believe it used to have Invigorate, might have been a long time ago, but running the Divine Favor is really good, and then Heal 2. He slowly moves in. We have to see a battle him here. This is a turn where you might not have that much time to work with, so has to move pretty quickly for all the attacks. Inhibit power, okay. Very strong. You make it distracted and confused, and it's an AoE free, I believe. So yeah, Calcify no longer in effect. Should probably be able to get a kill with that. Luckily, the Sirocco didn't go away, so that helps him so much, because yeah, 20% less damage, still quite a bit. Does Wandering. That's one way of getting a kill. Please tell me we are gonna see some spells here. And if he has 2 sandstorms up and running, like, that's 20 damage right there. Of course, we do have resist physical. Okay. Updraft. You know, this Hunter Walker actually gives you +2 on Sandstorm, or Sandspray when you cast it, so you actually get 12 damage if you have Hunter Walker on. Those kind of effects work. That was 40 damage from one ability. I don't think he needed to do that, at least it looked like it had acid on it. So he's basically just gonna say, you know what? Let's try to kill as many small saplings as possible. The thing he needs to think about now is say, okay, can I stabilize? Because transfiguring is actually a big thing. So we'll see if he can come back. These two definitely needs to stay alive. Now he's lost some of his fighting units, which really sucks. This sand line would also be really good to have available. But the problem is that Tinydragon currently sits with decent range options of his own, and he can just throw his summons in, and he can now deploy right up into the fray. A free Gale Force, and there we go, GG.